Hi, Facebook family and friends.
What's
I'm
up, y'all?
T. Hatchett,
And that guy.
and we are the Hatchett Chronicles. We'd like to say Happy 4th of July weekend to you guys. I hope you have a blessed and I hope you had a blessed and safe one.
We know we did.
Yes,
Tired.
tired, full, hurting, all that.
Oh,
Anywho,
happy late Father's Day. Shout out to everybody, too.
really, babe?
Yep.
You are really late.
I don't care. Better late than never. What up,
Wow.
though?
Okay, so let's talk about what I got going on. You guys, please hit me up. I really can help you with your finances, financial freedom, credit card, credit cleanup, how to save, and stash some money. I don't care how rich you are, or, well, I should say, I don't care how much money you have, or whether you don't have that much money. Everybody sometimes need help with their financial, because just because you make money or have a lot of money, don't mean you know how to manage the money. So that's what I do. Um, Hit me up if you don't know how to get in touch with me. Ask my husband. He knows where I'm at all the time. I still have my book, The Power of God. I am going to finish our book, My Rib, probably by myself because I can't seem to get my husband interested in finishing the book. We're so
I,
close. We're this close. And I just can't seem to get him interested. So that's what we have going on. Um, that's what I have going on. Let's see, what else do I have going on? I still help small businesses get up and running. Oh, and Stevie G Love Search will be out in your favorite streaming sites, on all streaming sites, on July 20th at 9 a.m. So please, that is such a treat. Please look out for that. You can also hear Stevie G on Untapped Music Radio. We are on Monday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Well, sometimes 10:30. Untappedmusicradio.airtime.pro. I put that in the screen. Also, anything you want to know what we're doing, that's on www.untappedtalentrecords.com. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So please go to YouTube, like, share.
can y'all hear us? Is there any problems with what's going on? Because I saw it was four people there. Now it's only one person. And the screen keeps flashing. James Rodman mentioned you.
Where's that
There's
saying?
two people now at the top. Oh, all right. See, Mom.
I hope y'all can hear us. Oh,
Good
so
evening,
James,
my
can you
brother.
hear us okay?
Good evening, my brother.
Um,
You close those. Oh, you can't close those windows.
and this is what I got. This is what we got. That's all that I have got going on. My dear husband, what are you? Oh, I never finished the like, share. If you go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification,
And comment.
and comment. Okay, your turn, baby. What you got going
Nothing. Sick of
on?
doing
Okay.
nothing.
Well, if you sick of doing nothing, do something.
I'm tired. I just finished the audio book. It's going to be out on Amazon really soon. It's called uh, The Museum. Listen, y'all,
I don't know.
I did my thing on this book, man. Y'all want to check it out. Um,
Mhm.
when you listen to the book, It actually sounds like a movie, man. I really got to pat myself on the back. I did a great job on the book. I just listened to it the other day in its entirety, and I think I did a really great job.
That's
So,
another accolade. If anybody have any audiobooks that they need the music done to, the
music,
background
sound effects,
sound
backgrounds,
effects,
everything.
that's my man.
I just did that, and the author was super pleased. She actually asked me to do another book with them, and there's several other artists, several other authors that want to do the same thing. So,
We might do a book audio
yeah, that'd be dope. To
if
God
I
be the
can get
glory.
done with it.
Um, I give God all the glory for that. I just put a joint out, man, that I want y'all to check out. You go to my page. I said a new joint. Crunch, you said it was heat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Um, I'm gonna be doing something with that within the next few days. So keep your eyes peeled. I'm gonna post it up, but I'm gonna do something with that single in the next few days. I got a single in the works with some brothers that I had a single in the works with a couple months back. Dot Bundini and Big Stomp, my dudes from Newark. Um, we in works on another single. I just sent them a joint on that. I just sent Kilo some joints for his album. Plus, he's doing a soundtrack for a movie. So I got that going on. Um, I just did a crazy club mix. I gotta put that edit up. I know y'all might be looking for some of the edits that I'll be playing, and when you go to my Bandcamp, they're not there. But I'm having trouble uploading pictures, so I just got to figure that out. But as soon as I do, I'm gonna upload the rest of the edits so um, DJs could get it. What else do I have going on, man? So much at one time. I can't think of it right now. But go to the web. Oh, my son, Didi. Um, if you're on Instagram, go to Piffy's World on Instagram and check out his shirt line. He just released a shirt line a couple of days ago. The shirts are fire, y'all. Not because it's for the sun, but the shirts are
Thank you,
fire.
Eleanor. Girl, I'm stuffed and tired from the holidays.
Um, I'm go-
Bella's down here. That's
I'm gonna put the information on our website so y'all could actually go to the website too, and you'll be able to check into his online store and pick up some shirts and stuff. Piffy's World. That's the name of his Instagram. Um, what else? I got. I don't know if I'm gonna let that out the bag yet. I gotta wait for confirmation. If I get this confirmation in the next week or so, bro, let me tell you, we're gonna do something here in Atlanta that's gonna be out of this world. So for all the club heads, get ready. Just stand by for my announcement because if I get the confirmation, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, crazy. So, happy 4th of July to everybody. I hope everybody is stuffed like a turkey. I hope y'all ate good, had some good music, some good drinks, not overdoing it on the drinks. You know what I mean? Um, some edibles, maybe. Where's Steve at?
yeah, because I'm gonna need
Uh,
everybody on board for this topic. Because we need. Hey, Clay, how are you? We need everybody on board for this topic. This topic it came from what's been going on in the news about Tabitha Brown. And for those who don't know Tabitha Brown, if you watch the Shy, she's on the Shy, but she is a very intelligent, beautiful black woman. And for those of who, especially Jersey people, I'm sure all Jersey people know Wendy Williams. Personally, I don't care for Wendy, but because she's messy. And that's what happened. She tried to be messy with something that Tabitha Brown said. And Tabitha Brown clap back at her, like the young people said,
Oh,
but she did it in such a beautiful, elegant, black, intelligent woman way. So,
what's up, Clay? What's up, Eunice? What's up, Eleanor? Eleanor said, I was all alone. Woe is me. I
oh,
know you still have
you
stuff
could
on
have
the
came
grill.
down here.
Yeah, why don't you come down here?
You always threatening us, well, him to come down. You should have came on down. So anyway, the topic is
Excuse me.
women supporting, financially supporting their man. That's the topic. And to tell you a little bit about what that means, to tell you a little bit about what that means, like I said, there's this woman named Tabitha Brown. She is on the Shy, and that's her series, and that series is very popular. We watch it. And so she has come up financially. Now her husband is a cop, and she was speaking on Instagram, I think it was, or tweet, one of the two, about how, she's come up now, so she's going to retire her husband's badge because she don't want him to work no more, because she don't want him to risk his life another day. And so Wendy, being the messy person that she is, said something about that. Oh, child, you shouldn't do that. Don't take care of no man. Don't do this. Don't do that. And Tabitha says she don't even watch Wendy. But what she did say was she came back. Her friends and her family was calling her, telling her what happened. So she listened to it, and yeah, James said Tabitha just got money these past 2 years. Her husband held them down for over 15 years. She
Yep.
did the right thing, of course, and that's what. But she said it back to Wendy, but she said it in such an elegant, just beautifully. She didn't curse. She wasn't like smart with her, rolling her eyes. She said she would pray for her, and she said she prayed that she would find the type of love she had. And obviously she was bitter and hurt, and she felt bad for her. And she said that she would ask anyone to pray for Wendy, and pray that Wendy find that love, or anybody else who had a problem with her and her husband. She suggests that, we pray for them. In other words, every other nosy person that minded somebody else's business, we gonna pray for you. But
Which, oh yeah,
but the way she said it was so elegant
yeah,
and
she
so
she she did
beautiful.
it like a queen. She wasn't all ratchet with the response.
Exactly. James said Wendy tried to make it seem like her own situation. Not true.
Right, and
Exactly.
it's
And that she said
far
that
from
in an
that.
elegant way.
So
So that prompt the question for today, because of course, me and my husband, because every time I see something, those that know us know that every time I see something, I be like, babe, I gotta ask you a question. So
damn it,
anyway,
damn it.
we want to know your response on that, or how do you feel about that?
A
Um,
woman taking care of her man
but for me,
financially.
yeah, and I made it so simple because of the type, the space I have. But for me, it's like more than just. It's not like anyone. Just like somebody you married to, something like Tabitha. She said her husband held her down all these years. They made a agreement in the beginning that he would support her in her career and let her get her career. And then after she got her career, she said now she gonna do for her husband because he supported her all this time.
Yeah, that's crazy. What did you gonna say?
Eunice said Wendy tried to tell her that her husband might Kevin Hunter her. Yeah, Wendy husband. But see, that's why Tabitha said my husband ain't like your husband.
Right.
And which is the question. So how do y'all feel about that? Do you feel that it's all right? Because there are women out there who feels just like Wendy, feel like no matter what, you shouldn't take care of no man. So my question is, how do y'all feel about that? And what do y'all think about that? And go ahead, husband, because I know.
I'm just gonna say, and this is just the way I feel. Whether you held me down for 15 years or you held me down for a year, it don't matter. I'm married to you. We are as one. If it's something where I got a bunch of money and you don't want to work, you don't have to. I'm gonna
No,
hold
but
you to.
we're looking at it on the
I,
woman's
I,
side of it.
okay, yeah, I understand
Because
that.
it's
But
men
okay,
always
so
matter feel like they
okay,
supposed to
so
take
I,
society feels that way.
so I'm gonna ask you the question. I get up and go in the studio every day and rock out
Hmm.
every day, pain, whatever,
Hmm.
and I make the money to take care of stuff.
Hmm.
You make money to take care of stuff. So if you ran into a bunch of bread, would I have to go in that studio anymore?
Mm-mm. I told you
Would
that.
it? Would you mind if I didn't do that?
No, I told you that I would hold you down because this is us. And I know who you are and you know who I am. I would hold you down anyway. And I think we both have proved that to each other. We do what we got to do for each other.
That's exactly right. And I think that should be the premise in a relationship or a marriage, where no matter what someone else thinks, I think that if she felt that way, that she don't want her husband to risk his life, putting his life on the
Another
line
day.
every day he goes out, because this police stuff is crazy.
And that's what she said.
So if she decided that she didn't want her husband to work anymore, even if she didn't come into a bunch of money, if she had a regular 9 to 5 but she was living check to check, even if she still wanted her husband to leave the force, and she said she could handle it and was able to hold it down, why not? That's okay, because now that gives him a chance to expand on anything that he wanted to do outside of that
And
job.
that's what she said too, because she said her husband is good with kids and want to start with kids, and she said she support that
Oh
in
yeah, he
him.
wants to coach kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and I think that's dope. So he leave the police force to go work with kids. Who better than to work with kids?
Hmm.
Because he's an ex-officer. You know what I mean? And he can tell them from both sides.
Um, James said many women get taken care of, so to say that is contradictive.
To say that is contradictory. Yeah, I dig what you're saying, bro.
Yeah, I do
It
too.
is.
But what
It's
I'm saying
contradicted.
is that society has this thing that it's all right for a man to take care of a woman, but it's not all right for a woman to take care of a man.
I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick, and I'm just being honest. Y'all know we don't. We be honest about a lot of stuff. Not that we air our laundry, but y'all family. We family. We all talk about everything. When me and Terry first got married, I didn't have a dime. My studio was folded up. You understand what I'm saying? I really wasn't making no money at that time. And when we first got together, she supported me with her school check. Not to be telling all our business, but I'm just telling y'all, you know, we comfortable, we family. I'm just saying, that she didn't mind taking care of me when her school check came. She bought me clothes out of that stuff, rented a ride for us to come down here to Georgia so I could get my studio out of storage, all of that stuff. Off, and she was going to school at the time. So, I mean, for me to not want to hold her down every day when I get up, whether I'm in pain or not, man, I'm going. I have to do that. I have to do that. And I don't feel like it's an obligation. I feel like it's my right that I'm supposed to do that. You understand what I'm saying? And by God, God is telling you, yo, you got to get up and go make it happen today, man. You got a wife. You know what I mean? You got a family to take care of, bro. All right, Lord.
I think that, like Tabitha said, it depends on the situation. Cause,
And
like,
I think it depends on the individuals also.
yeah, well, that's what I mean by situation. Cause Eunice said Wendy seems cool taking care of her husband until he rolled out on her. Had Kevin had no discrepancy, she probably would be taking care of him today. Kevin worked, but it was for and with her. You
Right.
know what?
Wait, before that, Eleanor.
Eleanor said, if I were in a financial position to take care of business, I would. I don't like the term support.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's just
I
wordplay. That's
yeah,
just
that's
wordplay.
wordplay, but
But
I
it's the
agree
same
with
thing, and
you.
that's what's up. That's what's up, Eleanor. It's just wordplay.
And Eunice, I also believe that she was like that, and she probably wouldn't have had nothing to say had he had. She probably would have said, "Oh, sure, girl." But that's what I mean by Wendy is messy. Wendy likes mess, and so that's why she tried to start some mess. But the problem is, they
Go.
threw card God at her, so she couldn't start the mess.
I texted you. It's okay. What's up? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
tune
asked you
in.
to tune in.
Hey, yo, we got company. We got my sister came from Virginia. Yo, she's in the house, and we're
Valerie McAllister
yeah, she's
of
here,
Sister Talk, the chocolate smoothie.
and all of that good stuff. She can ready to tune in a minute, but she's here in the house. Y'all hear her laughing? Laugh again. All right. So y'all know this Fourth of July been off the hook, right? Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. My
My
niece,
husband
my niece came
had
over here yesterday and made some punch. Man, listen, I'm just saying we don't drink no more. But Lord have mercy.
look, my husband had three. Now I have three sisters that we were all together. I have more than three sisters, but the three sisters that are close in age, and you know we all crazy because Eleanor know both me and Val. Y'all know Eunice too. We all are crazy. My sister Ann don't be on much. She don't do that live or
But
seeing
she
showing her
crazy
face, but
too.
she crazy too. So my husband had to deal with all three of us.
Oh Lord. But I had a ball. I wouldn't have it no other way. So
Eleanor was saying that Kevin was different, and that's what I'm saying. That
I know what I want to say.
Eunice was saying that.
I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off. But you know what? I think that you can't, especially in the you know what, let me switch gears for a minute. Even though Wendy is messy, I think that Wendy should have thought about that. I mean, she's known for wanting to, you know, drop the T and all that, whatever you want to call it. And
Messy. That's what I
but my
call
thing is that's a black queen. And if she tends to support her man and she wants to support her man, and you know what the story is, even if you don't know what the story is, if that's her choice, let her be.
it. She
Let
bitter.
her have her
Wendy
day.
is
You
bitter.
understand what I'm saying? I know Wendy is bitter, but I'm just saying, if Wendy, you gotta look at it like that woman wants to support a black man. There ain't a lot of black men out here that get that support in the first place. I'm just gonna put it out there like that. A lot of especially society says that black men are deadbeats. They all in jail and they ain't no good. They don't take care of their kids.
And
This,
you
that, and
ain't
the third.
supposed to support no
And
black man. He better get a job
right, he got to
and
get out
don't.
and get on his own and do his thing because he's supposed to support you. He's supposed to be bringing in the bread and this and
It
that.
is
Okay,
Eleanor.
whatever. I think that's crap, man. I think that when you're in a relationship, you both do for what you can. You both do what you can do for one another. You understand? Whether she is bringing in all the money, I'm gonna clean the house and make sure that when she come home, all she got to do is kick her shoes off and go to bed. You
Yes,
understand what I'm
Eunice.
saying?
Eunice, I agree. That I do too. Um, when Eunice said Tabitha stated that God is her foundation, and I believe that's why they are blessed in their situation. Me too. And I also, you know what else I believe, Eunice, is that the
I
reason
love how she
why.
said y'all that good kind of crazy.
Yeah, so that I believe the reason why that she said it so well. When you put God in there, can't nobody fight God. So she said what she said, putting God in there. Not only does not Wendy have a response, but anybody like Wendy can't
That
have
had
a
a response
response.
for cut all that
Yeah,
out
she cut everything out just
because she
by
said she don't matter.
putting God
It
in it.
don't matter what nobody think as long as God is pleased with what she's doing.
Exactly.
That's all she's worried about. And you know what? That's how we feel about our marriage and our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen, can't nobody tell me nothing about my relationship with my wife, and can't nobody sit down and have a conversation with anybody about me and my wife like they know what's going on in our house,
And see, you know what?
and that's real.
Again, that's an individual. You have to know your relationship and have that type of, just like Tabitha says, for me, you have to have that type of love. If you don't know, I've been married two other times. And I didn't have that two other times. And nor would I have, even though the first time I started supporting my husband and I supported him for a long time. But I made up my mind I would never do that again for in a situation like that. My second husband, the reason why I wouldn't support him is because I knew what type of man he was. And I wasn't about to do that. On the same token, the reason why I can support this man is because I knew who he was. I knew he was a godly man. I knew God was in the mix. I knew God created the whole thing. So you got Tabitha and her husband who says God is in the midst, and then you got Wendy and her entertainment using husband. Okay, so that was the difference. But Wendy didn't look at it like that. So it's definitely, I definitely feel like that it depends. I don't think it should be a widespread like all white people are this or all black people are this. Just like they said, all men you shouldn't support no men. I don't believe in that. I believe each situation,
You,
each relationship is different.
I want to say this to that. Um, as far as women saying you don't need to, some women, I'm not going to say all women,
Yeah.
some women saying you don't need to support no man, right? My thing is this: from a man's perspective, if we have a woman that's not nagging us and screaming about you ain't no good and you ain't bringing enough money in and this and that and the third, if she's, babe, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get something. You're gonna land something. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be all right. His ambition level will go through the roof to try to find something. You know what I mean? Because he knows he got a queen behind him, and she's not going. He's already down because he don't have the job or anything, right, or whatever. He's already down about that, and all the stuff that's going through his mind is, man, I got this woman. She is standing up for me. You know, it's got to be a way. I got to make it. I got to get it so she could chill, so I could bless her. That's what's going through a brother's mind. You know what I mean? If he got a woman that's really supporting him and that's rocking with him, you know what I mean? That's exactly what's going through a brother's mind. If it's a woman that's not supporting you and she always nagging, she always on your back, he like, man, listen, as soon as I cop something, I'm out. I'm gonna just keep this spot because I don't have nowhere to go right now. I'm down. But as soon as I land something, I'll drop a check on her and I'm gone. I'm out this joint. You know what I mean? And brothers do that. And then that's when the big argument comes in. Oh, nigga, I held you down for so many years and this and that. And you get something, and the first thing you do is leave and yada, 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 yada. But the whole time, he didn't have anything. Instead of you uplifting him, you bashed him. Told him he wasn't shit. He wasn't gonna be nothing. You don't got no job. You ain't got no. You ain't got no money. What? You can't do nothing for me. And me. Like yo, that's not cool. If you're,
Case.
what's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
affect you? Okay, 1 second.
Mhm.
What's gonna affect you is going to affect him. What's going to affect him is going to affect you. So if you are saying, babe, it's okay, you're going to get something. Soon as he gets something, y'all coming up. Y'all coming up. Because you got yours, now you got something to add on to it. And he going to make sure he bring his part in because he want to rock. He want to rock. But if you drilling him and dragging him down every minute, he already feeling bad about his status period as a man. But then looking from a man's point of view, he got a woman that's tearing him down. It's like, bro, man, I ain't beat. I'm out of here. I can find me another chick. Or I'll be by myself. Or I'll be like the y'all know I'll be clowning, right? I'll be like the Poom Poom Slayer that just joined us.
He said when you said that you said it's when a woman nag you. Chris said it's awful. Chris also said if
Wait,
she
Eunice
was
said something.
in, she was saying, I'm gonna go
I would
back up.
not support.
I'm going the
Oh,
other way. Chris said if she was in the same position, she would expect and want him to support her without dragging. Um,
right.
Eunice said I would not support a man if he is a deadbeat. I don't mind supporting my man when he is trying his best by living in humility and determination.
Right.
Jane said, "We men take care of kids that aren't ours. Women who feel a man should pay it all. No wonder so many women are single at 50 plus."
Say it, bro.
Valerie said, "Support is interchangeable in a relationship." I agree, Valerie.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Um, Chris said, "Good evening, E and everyone."
Yeah. Um, Crunch, that was dope, yo. That was dope. And let me address that too. Um, I've been in each marriage that I've been in. My first marriage is when I had my biological children. But from that marriage, when I got into my second marriage, she had children, right? It wasn't a total collapse. It was some bumpy roads there and all of that. But, for me being who I am, I kind of changed the narrative, right? And when I met Terri and I met her kids, man, listen, it was love at first sight, man. And I support them in anything they do. And I'm like that with any situation that I've ever been in. I'm going to support you. I'm going to tell you what's right. I'm going to show you the right things to do. I'm going to drill into you, man, that you're a positive black man, that you can do what you can do. Look, if you want me to lead by example, I get up and go to work every day. Sometimes I went to two jobs in a day. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, that is right, man. There's brothers out here that get into situations with women, and those brothers is taking care of somebody else's kids. Those don't even be their biological kids, and some brothers don't even have kids. So they're in the situation with the sister, and they doing what they got to do with the kids.
And as soon
And
as she get mad, she snatch all the kids and be
everything
like,
and
"These ain't your kids anyway."
right, and then she tearing you down. These ain't your kids, and then she pits the kids against you. No matter how much they love you or whatever, mom is mom. They're gonna ride out with mom till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? When you leave, they might miss you a little bit, but if she's still there drilling it, then that's gonna fade too. So I'm just saying, man. If there's a woman that wants to support her man, if he ain't no deadbeat, I say kudos to that, man. I say kudos to that. And sometimes, people look at a deadbeat as a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing. Some brothers come home from prison and can't get a job because the way the system is set up. Some brothers can't get a job and they want to get a job. They don't want to be out here doing the same thing that they was doing to get them locked up in the first place. So they meet a woman and then she every other thing out of her mouth is, nigga, you just came home from jail and you ain't all you doing is this and this and that. And it's hard for those brothers to get a job, man. And then with a woman tearing them down every 5 minutes, it's like, yo, what's the use? I can't get a job. This chick is wilding out. I don't have no money. Man, I'm going to hit the block. I might as well do what I got to do. And then they end up going back or getting shot or something like that. So, you know, as men and women, we got to change the narrative, especially with our black kings and queens, because a situation is always there's always a solution to a situation. Whether your solution may differ from mine, but I think that there is a solution to every situation. It's just how we go about it and how we take care of it. So, with that being said,
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Oh, I wanted to
I
say
did a whole
something.
lot of talking
Yeah,
tonight that you ain't.
yeah,
It's
you
different.
are talk chatty.
Well,
You are
because
chatty.
I feel kind of strong about this situation because I feel like that sister, man, it's her right to want to do that for her man. You know what I mean?
You feel passionate.
Yeah, because I think that's such a blessing, man. That is such a blessing because she don't want him putting on that badge and going out in that muck and mire another day. She would rather roll over and see him in the morning and he ain't got to get up until, you know what I mean? And then he go work with children and that's just dope to me, man. That's super dope. That's super dope.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I want to go left real quick when you were saying how you came in and my children became your children.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you girls without
Mm-hmm.
having to get pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
I gave my husband girls.
And
He didn't have
I have
girls.
no biological girls. I got all soldiers. But
My girls are soldiers too.
Yeah, but
Wars will come, but my soldiers. I don't know why I thought that. Okay, back to the subject. I said I was going left for a minute.
anyway,
But I definitely agree. And I see that everybody else too. Look, I wonder if everybody responded because I saw James respond. Where's Steve, y'all?
somebody tag Steve. Uh,
He better not be down here
so Chris,
without being.
let me ask Chris and James, what do y'all feel about brothers that get into a situation with a young lady that may have kids? And maybe he is a little, you know what I mean? Maybe he is a little financially touched. He don't really, have it like that, but he doing what he can and holding the house down or holding the kids down with her, the way he, the best way he can. So that's a question to the brothers.
Mom said a
Hold on, Eleanor
deadbeat.
first. Eleanor said,
Okay, Elmo said a house husband isn't a bad thing, but I don't want a man laying around all day playing video games. Clean the house, do the laundry, have candles and a meal.
ain't no wrong
Amen.
with that.
Mom said a deadbeat is not a person who comes home from jail and cannot get a job. A
I know,
deadbeat is
Mom.
someone who deliberately refuses his responsibility. When the pressure is off of him, I bet you he will find something to do.
No, you're right, Mom. I mean, I just said sometimes people, they look at brothers that come home from jail as deadbeats. You know what I mean? And I just don't think that they should be classified as a deadbeat because, some of the brothers be out here, they really be trying. They really, really be trying, man. And it's hard when these brothers come out of jail and try to get a job, man. Don't nobody want to hire them. And then, especially if you got felonies on your jacket, this really crazy. They don't want to hire you. And then, God forbid, if it was for drugs or theft, you get with a company and it was for theft, man. Listen, they ain't trying to have you come into work for
Here's
them.
a question, ladies. Would you marry a man without a job? Eunice said it's a blessing when your spouse or partner can see your purpose and support you, no matter how long it takes. If you win, we both win.
That
As now that's my wording. That's
that's
what that's you
yes,
put it
that was
very
perfect.
yeah, that was perfect. That's how I feel about
Nail
it,
on the head.
Eunice.
Perfect.
That's exactly how I feel about it. So my questions to the ladies: would you marry a man that does not have a job?
Let's see what that sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Eunice, Terry, it depends on the man and his situation. Great answer. Me too. um, Eleanor, Val, Mom.
Chris, James, y'all with me? I,
Yeah, because y'all didn't answer.
I,
Did he have a job when you met him? No, he didn't.
no, I didn't have no job when she met me.
No,
No,
she's
oh,
asking the question. I asked, would you marry a man who did not have a job? Valley said, did he have a job when you met him? No, he did not. You met him, he was nice. He didn't have a job though, but you fell for him. He could have lost his job. Yes, he
yeah, he
could
could
have
have.
lost his job. So that's my question. Let's say you met a guy, he was really nice, y'all got along, y'all was compatible, but he didn't have a job.
I had a job when you met me.
I didn't say you,
I
baby.
was self-employed.
So, and he asked you to marry him, and you loved him. Would you marry him without a job, or would you say he would have to get one before you marry? How do you feel about that?
You know how I feel.
Eleanor said it depends on the reason why.
You know what? I feel like this, man. If you love that person, here's my thing, and this is just my philosophy. And everybody may not see this the same way I see it, but here's my thing. If I was living on my own, right, and just per se, I met you and you wasn't working, you know what I mean? Um, and I wanted to marry you and you didn't have a job.
But babe, it's
Listen,
different for
listen,
a
listen,
man.
listen. No,
Yes,
it's
it is.
okay. All right,
But
but look,
society sees
but
it
this is
different.
this is what I'm saying. If I was doing that and you didn't have a job, I wouldn't trip about you not having a job because, and this is what I was trying to get out. Whether you're there with me or not, I still got to take care of those bills. I still got to keep that roof over my head. You understand what I'm saying?
But
So
women
vice
feel
versa for
different.
a woman like that, regardless if the man has a job or not, she still got to pay the lights. She still got to pay the mortgage. She still got to keep,
Yeah, but
food on the
society
table.
says women don't think
I
like
ain't
that.
tripping about what society says. I'm saying what the real is. Regardless if he's there or not, she's still gonna have to do those things, right?
Yes.
A man would still have to do those things. Now, society would have you say, yeah, well, she's have to do those things, but she shouldn't have no man laying up on her couch and this and that and the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get that too. I get that. I get that 100%. But I'm saying at the same time, if he's not there, she still gotta, she still gotta do what she gotta do. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But that's not how
Right.
society
I
looks
know.
at it.
I
And
was just speaking
even
on.
if you might feel like that, that there's some girlfriends there's some women that might feel like that, but they, if their girlfriends or their parents or something get involved and tell them in their ear, then they're gonna go with the, you know,
Okay.
what
So
they have been taught. Mom said if a man knows his woman respects, trusts him, he will go to work at a car wash and make it happen.
that's right, Mom. That's right.
Valerie said, "Did he?" Oh, I read that. And Eleanor said, "It depends on the reason why." Valerie said he could have lost his job. Chris said, "I've dealt with women who have had kids that were not mine, and I supported them. But it seems like when you help them get on their feet, they are looking for a bigger come up or use you as a stepping stool.
Mm,
Stool. You just have to be you, but be cautious in helping and supporting someone." That's why I said it's got to be someone that has the same values, and you can't be unevenly yoked. You got to know, if you're spiritual and you believe in God, you got to know that that person is the same or feel the same way. I think one way that I was sure of my husband, because I, the other day I looked at him and I said this to him. My husband kept his word on everything that he says from day one. That he said that he was, God said that I was supposed to be his wife. You know how you find people and they talk junk and they say that they agree with you because they trying to get you, and then you said, "But I thought you said this," and it's really after they get you, they don't do anything they said. My husband kept everything my husband said to me. He kept his word. He said, "Listen, God said you're gonna be my wife." He said, "I'm coming to get you, and we're gonna get married." True to form. He said, "We're gonna be celibate." True to form. Everything that my husband said to me. My husband said something about music. True to form. Anything my husband said to me, he followed through with it. And that's how I knew that he was worth supporting. He was worth taking a chance on or walking this walk with. Because there was it was like boom, 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 boom. That's how you can tell whether that person is worthy of the 100% that you put in.
mm.
Just my just my opinion.
No, that's a great opinion.
Valerie said, Chris said,
No,
Chris
no,
Allen,
Eleanor said,
Eleanor said, Chris
Chris,
Allen, absolutely. Valerie said he needs to be motivated. He needs to contribute something. It's hard holding it down by yourself.
it is.
Eunice said, "What if he is from another country and can't legally work in the U.S.? If he does work, it's under the table. Is there potential there?
If he going out every day
If
working and getting money under the
if he
table, sure
hustling,
is.
yes. If he's doing whatever he needs to do to put money in or help out in any way, then yes,
I would think so. I would think
I
so.
would think so too." Mom said, "Is he actually looking for work? If not, as Eunice said, if she works, then he should become the real man of the house, cooking, cleaning, and running the house to the best of his ability." I agree, 100%. Chris said, "This day and age is no different now. It's difficult, and no one person should not bear all the weight. How can he save for a rainy day, retirement, and take care of food, insurance, utility, etc.? Ridiculous. Support each other, period." True that.
Right.
Mom said, now the fact is, will the women accept the job he gets until he can do better? And that
Right.
goes along with
I
support.
I,
Yep.
I want to say
Well,
I want to address what Mom said. Um, Not this sentence here, the last one she said.
yes, Chris, he is a man of his word.
Um,
Very much so.
oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. I want to speak to a comment mom made a minute ago. I was in a situation like that. Okay, and let me tell y'all something, man. My mother, she is the best, man. Like that's the strongest woman I've ever met in my entire life. And I'm not saying that because she's my mom, but some of the things that I've seen my mom go through, and she's always held it down. And mom never put her hand out for nothing, regardless of what it was. Mom would always rock out and get it on her own. And she instilled that in us. And she instilled in us to be respectful and to be mindful, and if somebody that you're with is slacking, you pick up where they're slacking and y'all can make it. I was in a situation with a young lady and she had two children. At that point, I wasn't working. I had filed for my disability. So I was going back and forth to court, um, dealing with my disability. And on the side, I was doing studio work, but it wasn't coming as much as it was because, for all musicians, if you don't have your own spot, it's kind of hard. Once you get into somebody else's studio, and then what little bread you make, and you got to pay the studio time, and if you got musicians coming in, you got to pay them and all that. But anyway, long story short, what little bread that I was making at the studio and stuff, you know, um, she didn't mind that because once I got picked up and was able to engineer at that studio, before that happened, I was with her for about a good 5 months, 6 months, and she worked at night. And the only thing that she had to do when she came in the house from work was go to bed. My mother taught us how to clean. She taught us how to cook. She taught us all of those things. And mom, I love you and thank you. You rocked out with that. I salute you, mom. But I could clean the house just as good as a woman can. I can cook just as good as a woman can. I can wash my own clothes, fold them up, and do all of that. I can do all of that stuff
You
myself.
can.
I have a
You
wife
heard
that
it first here.
I have a wife that does it for me. But I'm telling y'all, I'm saying that to say that my mother gave me all of these skills because she said one of these days you're gonna have to use this when you're by yourself. You're gonna have to know all of this stuff. You're gonna have to do all of this stuff yourself. So, I'm just saying, listen,
He
man,
tricked me.
I, I didn't trick you. I didn't
He
trick you.
tricked me, bro. He told me he didn't know how to do it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I mean, my contribution to the household when she came home from work, and and it was pretty dope because she didn't mind supporting me. Like when she got paid, she would go and buy me stuff, and when she came home, I didn't even know she bought it.
Yes, Eleanor. Yes.
She would bring.
Eleanor said, "Does you fold his dirty clothes?" Yes, he does fold his dirty clothes.
I fold my clean ones too. But I'm just saying that
Remember when we talked about that?
I was taught that to take up where your mate is slacking, and she didn't have to wash no dishes. She didn't have to cook because I cooked all the time. I made sure the kids did their homework. I even played games with the kids. You know what I'm saying? I would go outside the backyard with the kids, throw the football or whatever. I mean, I did my part, and she didn't have to worry about coming home. I got a bunch of people in her house, my feet up on her coffee table. I'm playing my game, my PlayStation on her TV and all of that stuff. It wasn't that type of situation. So I'm just saying, if it's a brother that he ain't working, if he pick up the slack in the house to where as though when she come home, all she has to do is lay down or take a shower or take a bath, a bubble bath with some candles around the tub and jump out and hop in bed. That's a blessing. That's a good thing.
Eleanor said, I know a woman who loved a man while he was doing time. He moved in with her when he got out. Then she came home one day and everything that had a dollar value was gone. Now that's a whole
Mm,
nother topic because here's the thing. Did she beat him in jail? Because that's a problem right there. We might
that's
need to
crazy.
have that topic about would you marry a man that's in jail? Because,
Yeah, that's crazy.
uh, you know, how well does she know him?
Right.
Was they together before he went in jail, or she just married him out of jail? Because that's a whole nother topic. You can't. I don't believe in that. You should be marrying somebody in jail. But
Okay.
anyway,
Mom said, "To God be all the glory."
Eleanor said, "Does he fold his dirty clothes?" Remember we
Yeah,
told
we was talking about that.
her.
Mom said
Said
he
he
was
was a
a.
predator.
Who's that, Mom? He was a
Eleanor,
predator.
Sandra Bowl. Everybody tried to tell her because they. Oh, she was telling him. She was telling Eleanor that he must have been a predator,
Oh,
and send
oh,
and
Mom.
Eleanor said everybody tried to tell her because they knew him. She's still with him today.
Mom said not, and
Yeah, that's a
he
whole
used to
nother
date her
story.
cousin. I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
see
They
that
talking about somebody else.
they talking about what she just said.
Mom said,
No, when Eleanor said I knew a woman who loved a man while he was doing time. He moved in with her when he got out. Then she came home one day and everything that had a dollar value was gone.
"Oh, Mom said he was a predator."
Yeah, and then she said
Oh, okay,
everybody tried to tell her, but she
okay.
didn't listen. Mom said not. She said he used to date her cousin. She's
Oh,
still
wow,
with him.
wow, wow.
Yeah, that's some other issues that
Yeah,
she
that's
need
that's
to
crazy.
contend with because I definitely agree with what mom said. I definitely agree with what you said, and Chris said that you were that's because you what did he say? Yeah, he's a man of his word. Yeah, and so that's because he was a man of his word. Hi,
Hey,
April,
bro.
beautiful. Hey,
Um,
because my husband is a man of his word. That's how I had no. I would have fought the world. It was like, yes, I'm going to marry him, and yes, it's okay I, because first and foremost, it was God that put us together. So that was first and foremost. The second thing was, I wasn't worried about what people might say about what he was, or whether he had a job or not ever, because I knew what he was.
I just wanna
And he showed that by how he walked and talked and keeping his word.
I wanna I wanna address that too. Um, Me keeping my word. That's another trait that I'm gonna attribute to my mother. She instilled that in me when I was little. You need to be a man of your word, Frankie. If you say you're gonna do something, you need to do it. She didn't say it nice all the time. She used to,
Really?
yeah,
Not mom. She's always nice.
yeah, she is when she feel like it.
She always keeps her. She
Look,
always says things nicely. What are you saying?
yeah, no, I'm
See,
just saying,
mom, I'm on your side. See.
whatever. I'm keeping it being. Mom used to say things nice, and then there was sometimes she would say things that was pretty
How
harsh.
dare you say things like that about her?
It,
Never.
sometimes things were pretty harsh, but she used to always say, "Frank, people will trust you. People won't mind doing things for you. People won't mind listening to you, and people won't mind you being around if you be a man of your word. If you say you're going to do something, you need to do it. If you borrow some money from somebody, if you tell them you're going to give it back to them on Friday, no matter what you're doing, if you got that money, you make sure you give it back on Friday. If you're not able to pay them back on Friday, you give them a call on Wednesday and say, hey, man, I'm still trying to put that together for you. I don't have it all right now. Preferably Friday, I should have everything, but show some kind of effort.
That
Don't
you're
have
doing.
them hanging on, and then Friday you show up like, hey, bro, man, I ain't got it, man. I know I was supposed to come through for you. But you know
All
what
the
I mean?
man got is we grew up with the most. All the person got is their word, and no matter how rich they are, and no matter what how powerful they are, if you don't have your word, you're nothing.
I always try to keep my word with you because you've always kept your word with me. No matter what you said you was gonna do, you did it. And I don't really ask you for much, but if you come up with an idea or something and say, "Hey, babe, what you think about this? I'm gonna do so and so." Okay, and Lord knows you go out your way to make it happen. That's one thing I love about you.
Oh,
That's one thing.
oh. Um,
That was hard for me to say, y'all, because she get on my
my
nerves.
I can't wait because I got a long list of things that we need to deal with. Uh,
Okay, so
Eunice said he has my support as long as his audio and video are matching.
I know that's right. It can't be like the karate movies on Channel 5 back in the day. How are
Eleanor
you?
said exactly, Terry.
So, I mean, I just think that, being a
It
man,
has to be the person, the
yeah,
man.
it's the situation. Yeah,
You can't, of course, you can't financially support just any old body.
right.
And that one that met somebody out of jail, that was, oh well, that she
That
should have
was that
known.
was something different.
Yeah, right there, him being in jail is the
Yeah,
problem.
that
you
was that
know,
was a little different right
like
there.
you know, mm, that's what I'm gonna say about that. But anyway, so if you know it's a person of integrity, blah, blah, blah.
Integrity.
Yeah, that word. Thank you, husband.
Hmm.
And a man that's got it together, and you know he's gonna keep his word. He does what he said he's gonna do. It's made by God. Y'all are evenly yoked. Then by all means, yes. But if it's somebody now, Wendy is messy, and her whole environmental is messy. So of course, if it was somebody like Wendy's man, no. But if it is somebody like Tabitha, yes. So again, it
For
has to
somebody
be.
like me,
I
yes.
like you, baby. Yes, of
You doing too
course.
much. I'm just disagree and keep talking.
I
No, let me stop.
appreciate your relationship and learning how to communicate.
Thank you, April.
God,
God get all the glory for
yeah,
that.
because I don't know if that was a learn. It
People,
just God just put it there.
you know what? I'm gonna say this real quick. People look at us and be like, "Yo, man, when we see y'all on the Hatchet Chronicles, y'all so happy. Y'all always laughing and joking and da da da." It's like that on camera. It's worse off camera. We clowns around here, and I just think that when you respect who you married to, and you respect what God gave you, and you cherish what God gave you in another human being that's willing to love you unconditionally and do whatever for you, I think that you need to cherish that, and you need to do whatever you can to make that person feel special, because you could very well have not been in that situation where somebody loves you like that. You know what I mean? And we've all had rocky relationships before. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
when you really get the one that you're supposed to have, I mean, man, listen, there should be nothing blocking anything that you want to do for that person. You know what I mean? Anything my wife asks me for, I give it to her. Anything. Anything. She could ask me for whatever.
And if
If it's
God's
in
in the
my
mix, you
power,
can't go wrong.
if it's in my power to get, she gets it. She asked me for a treadmill a couple months ago.
I got my
She
treadmill.
was
I
looking
need to
for a truck.
use
She
it.
was looking for a treadmill for like 6 months, and every time she found one, she would say, "Babe, I found one. All right, go ahead and get it." Something might happen, babe. I couldn't get it. She'd be down, babe. Don't worry, don't be down. You're gonna get one. You're gonna get one. You got to keep searching, keep looking, keep searching. And when she found one, to God be the glory. When they brought it to the house, they set it up, showed her how to use it, went through a whole troubleshoot with her and all of that, and um she got her
Yeah, I gotta use it, yo.
she got her
I've been
treadmill.
using it, but I've been
She wanted an
slacking.
air fryer. She talked about this air fryer for like a year. I want an air fryer. I want an air fryer. I want an air fryer. Get you an air fryer.
Yeah, I'm a
I
spoiled
just,
brat because my husband never says no to me, so that makes me a little spoiled at times because he never says no.
but you
I
know
think
why?
I would
You,
fall over if he said no to me. I really would be devastated
the reason
because
why,
he has never said no to me.
the reason why I don't do that is because you don't tell me no. Anything that I ask you for, you give it to me, even though I don't ask for much. You understand what I'm saying? I just believe, and as long as you're happy, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy regardless. You understand what I'm saying? But as long as you're happy, that's just extra icing on the cake, man.
I
I
think
just
it
know that
takes
God has
two.
given me the power to do what I'm supposed to do to make my wife happy. Because
It takes two because
yes,
just like you said, as long as I'm happy, you're happy, but I'm happy because you're happy.
right.
So it's definitely a two. It has definitely to be a two-way street. It
Okay.
can't be one-sided. Um, Patrick said, "Hey Frank and Terry, how are you two doing?
What's up,
We
Pat?
are wonderfully
Happy
tired
Happy Fourth of July,
from
Pat
the
King.
from Fourth of
Word.
July." Mom said my late husband jailed since he was 14 years old. When we got together, I told him up front I would not be the chick who visit him and put money on his books. If you love me, stay out here with me. He did, and we were together 28 years till the Lord called him home. He as a hard worker and a man of God and integrity. And
Let me say something to that.
that's what's important.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I went and sat down with him some years back when him and mom first got together. And when I say a man of his word and I say a man of integrity, every time I look, I went and talked to him and he said to me, Frank, you the oldest boy, you don't ever have to worry about your mother again. As long as I'm her husband, I'm gonna take care of her. I know the sons want to take care of their mom and all of that, but y'all don't have to worry about that. She gonna have whatever she needs and then some. And when I tell y'all that's what he did as a husband to my mother, I so appreciate him. I miss him like crazy, but I appreciate him and I loved him for telling me because we had a open conversation one day. We just me and him just had an and I'll never forget it. We were sitting on their bed in their bedroom. I came to mom's house to visit them, and mom was off doing something, and me and Pop sat on the bed and we just talked and we talked and we talked for hours. And he was just telling me, you don't ever have to worry about your mom. I'm telling you, I'm going to take care of her. And everything he said he was going to do for mom, he did it. And I admired that. And that was, that was fuel for my fire to be the man that I was supposed to be and do what I said I was going to do and keeping my word too. Because I remember a time when I asked them to borrow some money. It was a little bit of money at one time. And mom was like, okay, Frankie, but we're going to need this back. And I said, I got you, mom. Don't worry. I'll pay y'all back. So I paid them back when I said they were, I paid them back when I said I was going to pay them back. Happened a couple more times. And then I went to them and it was a little larger amount the next time. And Pop said, you know what? He said, you're a man of your word. And mom was like, hey, listen. So Pop said, we ain't really got it, but I'm gonna help you out, son. I'm gonna help you out. He gave me that, and when as soon as I got it, I ran right back to them and gave them the money back. And when I did that, mom told me one day, she said, baby, you don't ever have to worry about if you ask me if you could borrow something, you don't ever have to if I got it, you can have it. You know what I mean? She said, because you always, always pay me back when you say you're going to pay me back, or you always do what you say you're going to do. So that's just something, to God be the glory for that. But mom, that was something you instilled in me a long time ago.
Eleanor said, "Much respect, Frank, even if you are a cowboy fan."
You know what? We ain't going to get into that.
um,
Dirty bird.
Eunice said, "I agree with Tabitha's prayer prayed that we find someone who will love us with the love God
Hmm.
gives." Someone willing to love us from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
True that. Hey, Stevie G. Sorry I missed you guys in the studio. Patrick
I want to
said
hear that heat.
happy. Patrick said happy 4th of July to both to
To both of you, stay safe
stay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I
and
don't
your
know what's the matter
stay
with
safe
me today.
and your family.
And your
Okay.
family. Eleanor said hi, Steve. We'll let you slide this time. Thank you, Eleanor. Oh, they so cute.
So
um. So yeah. With that
I
being
want to
said,
ask Steve real quick before we jump off because
okay.
we over time a little bit.
Okay.
I got an engagement I got to jump on too.
Okay. So
Um,
Steve, this topic was women supporting
they're
their
men.
men, and it came from I don't know if you've seen every all over Facebook about um Tabitha Brown from the Shy. Wendy made it because she said that she came up. It took her a long time to come up in the industry, and now she's making it big on the Shy. And so she said she don't want her husband to work another day as a police officer. She want him to retire his badge because she don't want him to risk his life no more.
And that she would take care of him and he could follow whatever dreams he had.
Yeah.
And it's okay. She got him and it ain't nothing, he don't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, and so Wendy with her messy self was saying how, oh no, girl, you shouldn't do that. Don't take care of no man. And so Tabitha's response was very, very elegant. She just was like, I'm gonna pray for you. I pray for you that you find the love. And my husband is not your husband, and we had a deal. And she just put her in check.
But she did it
Very,
with she did it with class.
yeah, very, very much so. And she said, God is in our relationship.
So
So
that led us to the topic of what
women taking care of financially supporting their man. And so we were saying, like we asked the women if they would
so,
marry a man that doesn't have a job.
or
Or
take care of a man that doesn't have a job.
yeah. And it depends on the majority was saying it depends on the man, the relationship,
And the situation.
the situation. Because if you have a man, we talked about integrity. Because like my husband, he was true to. He didn't have a job when we got married, but my husband was true to everything he said he was going to do. He said he was coming to marry me at a certain time. He did it. He said this is what I'm gonna do. He did it. He kept his word on everything. So I knew, besides us it being God made, I knew I could trust him because of his integrity. Um, so what was the question you wanted to ask him?
I was just asking Steve what he felt about that. What how do you feel about a woman taking care of a man? And Eleanor said,
You guys have a great night. Be blessed. You too,
"You
Eleanor.
too, Eleanor. Thank you. Love you." Mom said,
Said, hey,
"Smooth, easy listening music. You
yeah, because
do."
she said, hey, cousin, congratulations on that. Smooth, easy. I
Oh,
would live my woman, I would live my woman to support my dreams, passion.
I would
I
love
love my woman to support my dream. Yeah, of course. Of course.
because man, listen, if she's supporting your dream, when that dream unfurls, she gonna be sitting pretty,
She
just
coming
like
up just
right,
like that.
right, right. So with that y'all like that or that like that y'all
Once again, I just want to say that Sundays, 9 o'clock, Minister T. Hatchett Sunday morning worship. I do it every Sunday morning on in the Hatchett Chronicles studio. So that means I'll be here and on YouTube live. Then I do the replay, the audio replay on Sundays. The following Sunday, I do the audio replay at 8 a.m. on the radio station. Um, Look out July 20th for Stevie G's Love Search coming out. If you want to hear it sooner, listen to the radio station, Untapped Music Radio airtime.pro
and also go to the website and you can find out everything that we're
that we're
doing,
doing.
everything we have going on. It's on the website. You can go ahead and read it and get in tune, stay in tune. And Steve, this one's for you. This is lemonade. You know how we give it up.
And it's homemade. I made it homemade,
Yes,
Steve.
she did. And it is rocking, son. Rocking. Okay, mom
Mom
said,
said, "Thank you for not sitting on that gift the Lord gave you."
Amen. Amen.
um, what else we got? Oh, my book is coming out. My husband does audio books now. The sound effects and the
Music soundtrack
music,
behind it.
all that. He's into that. He just finished one. So if y'all are looking for that, look my husband up.
I just got a great review and everything about the audio book that I did. The book is called The Museum, and it will be out on Amazon. April, if you still with us, can you drop the information about that audio book, please?
Really, Patrick? What if something happened and you couldn't work?
What did it
Patrick
say?
said he brought another, and I know it's late in the game, but he said, I don't want no woman taking care of me because I feel like a kid. See, you know what? That I was looking for an opposite opinion of that because there are some men who won't. They don't want no woman to make more money of them than them, and they don't want no woman taking care of it. But there's certain situations that come that can't be helped. And what if you're in a situation that can't be helped? Could you be mentally okay with that and not take it out on your woman? Because you know how some men, when they can't do nothing, like maybe they're in a wheelchair, or something happened, and then their wife got to take care of them, and then they put her through a mental change because like it's her fault.
I understand totally what you're saying. Sometimes you be doing stuff, and I feel bad that I can't, stand up long enough to help you do it.
But
And
you don't put me through no mental
I would not dare do that.
anguish.
No, but I'm countering your point,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm following along with your point because you said some men, what if he's in a wheelchair and he's taking, but I was just speaking on being, handicapped. If sometimes I get frustrated that I can't help you do something. You understand what I'm saying? That you're trying to do, and it frustrates me. I don't put you through that, but I understand what he's saying about somebody taking care of him like a kid. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel I get upset and I get frustrated because I can't stand there with you and hold you up and help you do that. You know what I mean?
I
Or whatever
do.
it is.
But
You know what I'm saying?
as as a couple, as a unit together, as a team, I understand that there are things that you do for me that nobody else can do for me. You support me in ways like I just said. You never say no to me in anything I ask for. And you the things that you do, your financial support, the mental emotional support, the way you handle my crazy like nobody business. So we help each other. It's like us together doing it. What you can't do, I can do. What I can't do, you can do.
Right.
So we're a team.
Right. Right. No, I don't have no gripes with that. I'm just saying that I could kind of relate to what he's saying on that. Excuse me, on that tip.
Steve, I think Steve trying to throw some shades talking about making home try homemade bean pies. Nope, because it's not the same. Because I won't feel the same about it.
Yeah, Steve.
No,
And
I'm
Patrick
not
said,
gonna. Um,
when I'm not working. Okay, I feel you. I feel you.
Steve said
He,
you're 100% correct, Sandy. Steve said women make better money than men these days, and I am not mad at them.
me either. And then Patrick said, when I'm not
Not
working.
working.
And that's to the other statement he made, saying he don't want a woman taking care of him when he's not working because he feels like a kid.
I understand that, and see, that's what I know that
But
I
you know
was
what?
gonna
That's a
find that,
that's just. But at the same time, you have to look at the integrity in that. He wants to be a man and stand on his own.
and that's understandable.
You know
But
what I'm
things
saying? That
happen.
right. Things do happen, but I'm just saying that. Sometimes we can't always take the sour part of the grape. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
We got to bust it down, and if there's a sweet side, let's run with that because we got to look at the integrity of that man saying, "I don't want nobody to take care of me when I'm
All
not
right,
working.
Steve,
I'm
we'll see
gonna
you.
make it happen." You know what I mean?
Watch the replay.
So that's what's up.
Okay, y'all.
Okay, y'all.
Just look out for us. I do financial. I can help anyone. Everyone needs financial help from time to time. Even if you got money, sometimes people can't manage the money that they got. So Look me up. I do credit repair and everything. Get in touch with me. I still helping small businesses get up and running. He's got stuff out.
Y'all can look for the from my red book. That'll be out soon. We're gonna go ahead and knock that out real soon. So that'll be coming out. And yeah, go to the website, man. The website is in the beginning of the feed. If anyone needs to know what the website is, go to the beginning of the feed. The website is there. Go on to the website, man, and y'all can see the artists we working with, the music I'm doing, the businesses my wife is helping. We just got it's a lot of content there, and I think it's a great website that you can enjoy reading about because there's a lot of stuff there for you to read, and I think that it's a very intriguing website where you could get very well informed about what we're doing. So, with that being said, happy 4th of July, everybody.
Happy 4th of
We
July.
love y'all, man. We thank y'all for taking an hour out of your day each time you do that on a Monday. It's just a blessed time. To God be the glory that we're all able to get together on a Monday and spend an hour together. I love it, man. I love y'all. And we are the Hatchett Chronicles, and
And
we
we
are
are
out.
out. Peace.
Peace and love.